Bonjour les élèves. Today we're going to look over the date. So go to your notebooks and turn to page 13. So you're going past time and then over to the date. So you had numbers, then time, then the date. You can pause the video whenever you need to catch up on your writing. So, les jours de la semaine are your days of the week. And reviewing, remember, days of the week are not capitalized in French, neither are the months. All the days are masculine, and, well, the months aren't capitalized. And the French calendar begins with Monday. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. And we had the song, Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Ce sont les jours de la semaine, aujourd'hui, hier et demain. So, looking at the notes, page 13 says le jour, the day. We're going to kind of break that up into pieces. We didn't do that last year. So, le jour is day, which you had before. Le matin is morning, where we get the word in English matinee. A matinee is an early show. So, it comes from the French word le matin, meaning morning. If you say du matin, that is in the morning. De l'après-midi is the afternoon. Le soir is the evening. You've had that with bonsoir. And the night is la nuit. Remember, O and I or U and I gives you a W sound. So you could put bon in front of any of those. Bonjour, good day. Bon matin, good morning. Bonsoir, good evening. Bonne nuit, good night. You could even say bon après-midi, good afternoon. Now, instead of putting B-O-N or B-O-N-N-E in front of them, you could put these and say du matin, de l'après-midi, du soir, in the evening, in the afternoon. So when you can be a little more specific on things. So du matin in the morning, de l'après-midi in the afternoon, du soir in the evening. Okay, page 14 is the days and the months and the seasons. So filling in your days, les jours de la semaine, the days of the week. Lundi, Monday. Mardi, Tuesday. Mercredi, Wednesday. Jeudi, Thursday. Vendredi, Friday. Samedi, dimanche, or samedi, Saturday. Dimanche, Sunday. Remember the special little trick. All of them end in a D, except for dimanche, which starts in the D, meaning D-I. Remember, D-I, I sound like E. So D-I, they all start with, which sounds like D. And this one starts with it, dimanche. So that's the end of that week. Page 14, still, moving over to the other side, is the months, les mois. O-I gives you a W sound. So janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin, juillet, août, septembre, octobre, novembre, décembre. So ER gives you an A sound for the first couple. Pause the video if you need to. Les saisons, the seasons. L'automne, l'hiver, le printemps, l'été. So remember our tricks from last year. L'automne's a cognate, fall. L'hiver, put an S in front of the word. Remember, these L's and stuff are just your articles. So put an S and you have the word shiver. You shiver in winter. Le printemps, put an S in front of that one. It's the beginning of the word spring. It almost looks like springtime. And then l'été, it's the shortest of all of them. And here in Buffalo, it sure feels like the shortest. So l'hiver, le printemps, l'été, l'automne. Page 15, giving the date. Use this formula to give the date. You always start with say, it is, le, the day of the week, number, month. So know that order. You have to have the le with every single number. It has to be there. Sometimes it's on the, before the day of the week if you have one. But most of the time when we give the date, we don't have the day of the week. So it's usually right in front of the number. You can't use number one. You got to use, premier. And then here's some example formulas again. If you don't like it looking in steps, you can look at it as a formula. Say le, day of the week, number, month. So Christmas would be c'est le 25 décembre. And I didn't have a day of the week in there. So you could put a day in the week, say le 1er mai, say le lundi 23 mars. So remember, the month is the last thing. It goes from smallest to biggest. The smallest thing is your day of the week and your number for the week. Because here, you're only picking 1 out of 7. Here, you're picking the 1 out of 30. And then you have your month, which is the biggest thing. There's 30 days in a month. They're big. So, and then if you add the year, it would be last. So in size-wise, days are smaller, months are bigger, years are biggest. So don't forget, use premier for the first of the month. You can't say it's March 1. You got to say it's March 1st. And you just seen these ordinal numbers in our numbers thing. So c'est le 1er juin. When writing the date, the day comes first. C'est le 4 juillet 2020. Or an abbreviation, the day still comes first. 4/7/20. 4/7/20. Sometimes they'll use dashes, sometimes they'll use dots, but you'll see it either way. It's page 16, the questions. We're going to have to make your own questions a little bit more this year. So, quelle est la date? What is the date? And you can add your words after it. Say what's the date today, what's the date tomorrow, what's the date of Christmas, what's the date of your birthday. Quelle est la saison? What's the season? Quel est le jour? What is the day? What day is it? Meaning day of the week. There's another way of saying them. Sometimes people will say, quelle date es? What date is it? Putting say backwards. Quelle date es? Quelle saison es? Quel jour es? So that's another way of saying it. The date, what date is it? Or it is. What date it is really what they're saying. Okay, c'est quand ton anniversaire, or quelle est la date de ton anniversaire? When is your birthday, or what's the date of your birthday? Mon anniversaire est, my birthday is. Son anniversaire est, his or her birthday is. Aujourd'hui, today. Demain, tomorrow. Hier, yesterday. Sounds like a Y, hier. So you got to know these and be able to mix them up and make many, many different types of questions with them. Like, quelle est la date demain? Quelle est la date hier? Now, what is the difference? You're like, hey, wait. Kel's there twice. It's spelled differently. Why? So you have Kel and you have Kel spelled Quelle. The difference is masculine versus feminine. Remember, all nouns are either masculine or feminine. It has nothing to do with boys or girls. It's just the categories. So if it is masculine, you got to use Quel. If it's feminine, use Quelle. It's like an article, like lo and la. So which ones are masculine? The days of the week and the months are masculine. You use quel. The Quelle are feminine. So la date, la saison. So you'd say quelle date, quelle saison, spelled that way. Know which one is which. So for you don't mix them up. Remember, always start your answers with say. It is. C'est lundi. It's Monday. Or for the whole date, c'est le 2 mai. It's May 2nd. Or with a season, c'est l'hiver. It's winter. So that's your review on the days and the date. Make sure you fill them out in your notes and use them to do your activities. Au revoir.